Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has dissolved the lower house of the Diet, also known as the House of Representatives, setting the stage for an election on the 27th of October.
日本国憲法第7条により衆議院を解散する。
The move comes just about a week after Mr Ishiba was sworn in as Premier. It marks the shortest time period between a Prime Minister taking office and his dissolving of the lower house of Parliament since the end of the Second World War. Opposition parties have criticised Mr Ishiba's sudden rush to seek a fresh mandate. The Prime Minister had previously promised to give them sufficient time to debate in the Diet. Experts say Mr Ishiba is likely banking on what they call a honeymoon period and a fragmented opposition to bring his scandal-hit Liberal Democratic Party to victory. Separately, China's state broadcaster CCTV reports that China's foreign minister told his new Japanese counterpart during a phone call that he is hoping to make progress in bilateral ties. And CNA's Michiyo Ishida joins us live from Tokyo. Michiyo, Mr Ishiba holding his first press briefing after dissolving the Diet earlier. He spoke the previous hour. Did he expand on the reasons for this snap election?
Well, he actually held a news conference which sounded like his political campaign. He called the coming election an election to create a reform Japan. And he said that it was important that he sought a mandate from the public as his cabinet was new. He talked at length about revitalizing the rural areas, an issue which is dear to him as a former rural revitalization minister. Rural areas are facing a rapidly falling and aging population. He wants to lay out a 10-year plan by forming a committee and doubling subsidies to the rural areas. He talked about post-disaster relief. Japan is prone to various natural disasters with earthquakes, typhoons, volcanic eruption. He said natural disasters cannot be avoided, but any troubles after that are human-made and wants to prevent that. And he has already told his cabinet ministers to make preparation to start a disaster management agency. On the economy, he said he aims for economic growth. He said the key is to increase consumption, and for that, he proposed products and services the public would choose, even though they may be a tad expensive, and that could end Japan's deflationary trend. On foreign affairs, he raised the recent territorial intrusion by Russia and China and North Korea's frequent missile tests. He said the security environment in the region was under threat, and he agreed with U.S., South Korea, and Australian leaders over the phone to work together. Next, he will meet ASEAN leaders and India's Prime Minister at ASEAN-related summit in Laos. And there he aims to discuss what security measures can be taken in the region.
Michiyo, Mr Ishiba clearly will be worrying about foreign policy, but perhaps more urgent is domestic policy and this need for a mandate at home, given the recent scandals that have plagued his predecessor. What did he have to say about LDP members embroiled in the slush fund scandal?
Well, Mr. Ishiba decided not to field 12 of those embroiled in the political fund scandals as LDP candidates in this coming election. Those who will be running under the LDP, also involved in slush funds, will not be able to run in the proportional seating. That means they will run in their constituencies. And if they fail in their constituencies, they will have no chance to be resurrected in proportional seating, which happened in the past elections. And Mr. Ishiba said he hoped these candidates will speak to their electorates from their heart and receive their backing. Now, Mr. Ishiba said that he aims to win a majority in the 465-member lower house of parliament with his coalition partner Komeito. But if he failed, well, he said, actually, he refrained from commenting.
Thanks for that. CNA's Michiyo Ishida in Tokyo commenting on the first press conference by the new Prime Minister after he dissolved the House of Representatives earlier today, paving the way for elections on the 27th of this month.